Good morning, everyone. In today's English language module, we will discuss about narrative composition. A narrative composition mainly consists of a narration of a story on its own or an account of a sequence of action. Now, what should be the ingredients of a narrative composition? The incident which we are going to narrate should be an interesting incident. There should be some characters. It should have a suitable background, the dialogue and language, and a particular mood should be followed or an aim. For example, an incident may be humorous, sad, frightening, or of educational value. Some other points which needs to be kept in mind are we should keep to the order in which events are supposed to have occurred so that the beginning, middle, and end of the composition occur chronologically. We should try to begin or the narrative composition with a bang, for example, by plunging straight into action, by setting the theme of the story, by an unusual detail, by a dialogue. The importance of the scene and the time of the incident should also be considered. We should decide about the selection of characters and anecdotes. We should also decide which aspect is going to be emphasized and make a personal comments where necessary. This would make our narrative composition an effective and scoring composition. An evening walk looked forward to with enthusiasm turns out to be a disaster. Write a real or an imaginary account of such an occurrence. Now, this is the topic of a narrative composition. How to go about? A brief mind mapping done. On account of this mind mapping, you can elaborate upon the narration. Benefits of evening walk, regular habit, enthusiasm, regular sites of the evening walk, location of evening walk, nature of disaster, consequences of disaster, and lesson learned. How the disaster turned the evening walk, the enthusiasm of the evening walk, into a how does it become a disaster? What was the disaster that spoiled the enthusiasm of the evening walk? So, keeping few these points in mind and elaborating upon the idea can help in framing of the composition. With the help of this mind mapping, you can elaborate upon the idea and try to write an interesting narrative composition. Thank you, children. Take care.